All right, so welcome back to the ESEA Season 11 LAN Finals right here in Dallas, Texas. Again, I'm Corey Dunn alongside Ron Rambo Kim. And so far, we've watched some great Counter-Strike source today. We're here in the grand finals. We've got Torqued. They're facing off against Team Dynamic. Torqued coming from the winner bracket finals. And we have Team Dynamic, which was sent down to the loser bracket finals.
By Torqued.
And now have worked their way back into this. And so now the score is 1-1 here on the first best of three. So with all that being said, if Torqued wins this map, it's over. They win the $10,000, and you have Team Dynamic, even though they had a 15-1 regular season, are going to only come in second place. But second place, of course, I say only, but that's $4,000 that they get to walk home with. So let's go ahead and get this one started here. It looks like we're going to be on DE Inferno. We've got Torqued on the terrorist side, Team Dynamic on the counter-terrorist side.
Looks like Team Torqued, they're going to take this middle area quick, sending Monty up by himself. They're probably going to squeeze the save bomb site here.
Oh, wow. Just around the corner, Drin was trying to cause out some damage, but he was completely blind, and Monty able to take him out. And so now it looks like they're going to go ahead and start to move here towards that B-bomb site, but there is an opening. Dazed is kind of confused on what he wants to do here, as Steel has two of them so far, which may have rotated Pex, and so now the bomb's going to be planted over here. And so you can see Pex is actually in the right spot where he needs to be. If he challenges this pretty quick, he can get some great positioning, but he needs to be on the lookout for any type of flank that might be happening here down to this 3v1.
We had 2 ports.
And right now you've got Dazed, who's in the back of the side, able to pick up that last frag. And so Torqued is going to pick up the first round here against Team Dynamic.
Yeah, and that's huge there. And it looked like Dazed, he was a little confused there, but he was kind of deciding which bomb site was clear. So he's going to let those A players work. If they got those entries and more kills there in A, he would have rotated back to A. If they would have got the kills there in B, he would have gone B. So he was kind of just sitting around waiting for what his teammates were going to communicate to him, so he knew which site had the least amount of CT players.
All right, you got a staring contest going on as they're waiting to get him boosted up on top of this awning here inside of the bomb site. Pretty typical. Nice little spot here. I'm a big fan of this location as well here for Still. All he's looking for is to see anybody cross. And from there, now look at the spam. That was through, goes through there into the corner area here inside of, oh wow, it actually would have gone through the floor and would have hit this player that's here inside that area. He wasn't there at that time, so it almost was a great little spam to have. And so right now that nade comes out and causes damage to the pottery. That's about the worst that it did there, except for Steel got dropped down to 95 HP. Nice headshot from the USB. Pushing in, and Still came in from the right location. Remember that boost that was up on top of the awning? Well, Still was able to wrap back around. Had the perfect outlook on that one, and that's going to leave it up to AZK down to a 5v1. As right now, AZK is just kind of falling back. He spotted one. 15, I believe they should have gotten the bomb down at this point. And now you see AZK just trying to pick some players off. Now the score is going to be 2-0 now here in favor of Torqued.
And that's a really good strategy for eco round. Just have one person with the USP without a weapon go out and scout an area by yourself. So even if you get killed, you don't drop a weapon. And Steel there, he elected to go out there and clear out an area. And then you could call out numbers and see which bomb site is stacked or not.
Which is definitely, like you mentioned, it's a great approach to going into a round, especially a safe round for the opposing team, to kind of get a feel for what's really going to happen there. This go-around, it looks like AZK, Volcano, Adren, and Pex all have USBs. Anger's been able to buy a Deagle here for this round. Where was that CT setup at? As you've got one right here inside of apartments, watching to see if anyone boosts up. You got two teammates giving him cover fire down towards that staircase. So we might actually see some type of action. Let's go ahead and hop back in here into the POV. As you can see, he actually chases at the right time. Adren taking down Monty. As they're going to go ahead and start to push up there. I'm not exactly sure which weapon Monty had. But there goes Galil. It looks like Adren is down and Pex is down. AK-47 was in the hands of one of the members there. It looks like it's Volcano's been able to pick that up. Bomb will get planted here in the corner of the site. It's going to be down to a 3-on-3. As you've got Volcano with an AK-47. He's Anger spots TCK out underneath that awning area. And Frost missing, unable to connect. And this round, even though Torque had the upper hand, is going to come in here and pick this one up. And so now Team Dynamic is going to be trailing 2-1 now after they pick up that Deagle Eco round.
Yeah, a huge mistake there by TCK. After he got that bomb down, he threw a flash into that lane side, and then for some reason he thought he was completely clear, and he came out here and just completely exposed himself. And then he didn't even get to fight and make a contribution that round. He had 100 HP, got shot in the side, and then just leaving his teammates for dry. So a huge mistake there by TCK, and then giving Team Dynamic here an eco round.
And right now, as you can see, you've got 2 ops, 3 AKs here for Torque. Both Dazed and Frost. Some excellent oppers here for Torque. As they're trying to open things up. AZK was taken down early. Dazed looking under the shoelaces of one of his teammates. Yeah, that was Steel as they were trying to push up there. Caused a little bit of a ruckus over there towards that side. Bomb's actually going up inside of mid. They've left this area over here, this jungle side, as Monty, Volcano unable to connect there. And TCK able to shut him down. He's still sitting at 100 HP, left up to Anger and Pex. And as you can hear, or as you can tell, there was a call out made saying, let's just go ahead and save our weapons. We won the last one. If we lose our weapons here. That's going to could have put us into a little bit tougher. If you look at the money right there. Oh, wow. Frost taking down Pex as he in that crossover. So he's going to try, if he's smart enough, he could go back. I believe his teammate had an M4. There's going to be a gun that's going to be dropped, though. He's struggling to figure out where that weapon is. It's going to be an AK. Oh, look at that. And Daze taking down that gun as well. So that's they're trying to save their weapons there. It's not going to pan out there. Yeah, but they will have money to buy both Volcano and Anger, but the rest of the team are struggling here. You got Pex, who's at 1,900 now. So Team Dynamic, they're going to have to be on a Deagle save, probably a mixed Deagle save. So right now the score is 3-1, and kind of bunny hopping all the way down there. They're going to be stacking this B bomb site. I believe that's Dazed right there, who's giving cover fire for his teammate Frost as they work together, moving up towards that area. So still checking inside of mid. So Frost is going to be the one that's giving cover fire for Dazed. They've got that B bomb site stacked here for Team Dynamic. As you can see Adren trying to slide behind those lemons. Anger's the only one over here towards this site, but look at that, just on the other side, going to try to be able to push in there. Monty just pops out behind the door, taking down Anger, and the only player who's over there towards that A side has now been taken out. They're going to go ahead and start to be able to play a little bit more aggressive here. They're chasing after Daze. Daze can go ahead and set up there. Volcano's going to get taken down. There goes another one there. That was AZK. Adren is going to be right here. Nice shot, anticipating the jump. Reflex into the that nice little op shot. 3 kills that round. 4-1 now is the score here in favor of Torque. Ron, one of the things, though, that we have to look at, too, during this game is that Torque has come out strong every time, and Team Dynamic has come out so incredibly slow.
Yes.
And this, it has to change. It's not even just it's just how they've got through this process. But otherwise, if they were winning earlier, if they didn't put as much pressure on themselves, it'd be a whole different story here.
Exactly. And Team Dynamic, the defending champions, they are fighting for their tournament life. So if they lose this map, that's it. That's they're going to give up their title. So now they must find an answer because this isn't a CT favorable map. So they want to at least finish the half 8-7, give them some room to work with on T side. But Torqued here, they just look really strong. Their default here, they're doing such a good job just slowing down the pace, controlling the map, and then eventually working into a strat here. So,
what's interesting to say, though, I mean, you can agree with me or not, but Team Dynamic winning that round at the time that they did and then losing after it made it even more of an impact on them than it's almost as if they probably should have lost that round and won the next one instead.
Yeah, that's something you don't want to do economically, is win a round and then lose one, because then it resets your money system there. So
as AZK's right there, he's going to be able to pick up one. Answered back by Frost. Going to be down to a 3-on-2. Volcano and Adren rotating now. As they still, it looks like they're trying to clear out the site here. Monty has got the bomb planted here now inside of this B-bomb site. Adren able to take down Steel. They're still going to be pushing here towards this site. Nice little nade, bounced off. Going to try to connect there. Misses. Now it's going to be left up to Frost. As he's got one, misses another. And he's going to have to try to be able to hold his own. 11 HP. And Adren's going to be able to take him out as Volcano gets the defuse. And now the score is going to be 4-2 now in favor of Torqued as Team Dynamic finally answers back. Let's go ahead and take a look at the actual scoreboard here. You can see Days 7-2. Frost is at 5-5, and he's been buying ops, so that's an expensive. These are expensive rounds for Frost, so he's going to be forced to have an 8K now. And looking at it, we'll see which position they decide to take. Looks like they're all working their way over here towards this A bomb site. Days has an op in hand. 4 AKs here for Torqued. They're going to go ahead and play this one pretty aggressive, moving here towards the side. There goes Steel. Volcano able to pick up two. Both Steel and Monty both go down. It's going to be left up to Dazed and Frost here with TCK. As Frost looks like he's kind of slowed down here inside the apartments, waiting for his teammates to kind of push around here. But Volcano's probably already fell back off of that balcony into pit or inside of the site area. He's got to be joined by AZK over there in the site, both of which are kind of watching towards that apartment and the tennis sign or lane. You see Days checking to see if he can see any glimpse of Volcano in the pit, but AZK peeking out from the site, able to pick him off, as that was just beautiful timing coming into play there. Anger is joined over there as well, and there goes Frost. He's going to get taken down there, and now the score's going to be 4-3. Just a great work there by Volcano, setting the tone for that round.
Yeah, he had that grenade time down perfectly. He knows if they rush, he knows the rushing time, so he kind of preemptively threw that grenade, and two of their members ran into it, stalled him, and he even threw that smoke there, so those terrorists was running up there, kind of blindly running into a nade, and then eventually the spam of Volcano. So very nice play there. He knows his timing down perfectly.
All right, so now we've got, again, Volcano's going to go back up into his apartment position. See Adren, Anger back over there in the spot. AZK's probably somewhere in a close rotation. This is a Deagle save round for Torqued, as Bex takes down Steel. We'll see how this one kind of works out as Team Dynamic. Adren missing that shot. He's going to have to be, he tries to go for a nade there. Peck's giving him some cover fire, and now the score is going to be 4-4, all tied up here with Team Dynamic and Torqued. As we look at overall, how's these rounds panned out altogether?
Well, what's crucial is starting this 2-round streak right now for Team Dynamic is it was a 3-on-2 situation, and Torqued had that bomb down in the B site. And then they weren't able to hold down the site. They had such a good position. They could have picked any location. It was a 3-on-2. They knew where the CTs were coming from, and they still couldn't stop them. So Team Dynamic with the clutch round there, and now they strung two rounds together, tying up this half.
All right, so it's going to be a gun round coming in for both teams now. You can see TCK just going to go ahead and join up with his teammates here inside of mid. Has some cover fire there by Days with that AWP. AZK right over by CT Arch over by that library area, able to pick up one. there with that AWP. So he's still working that arch area. Volcano's still inside of the apartments. He has got knocked down by 8 HP, so he's sitting at 92 now. As again, Frost and Daze both have ops now. Like I had mentioned, it's these are expensive rounds for Frost. So you got a Dren here, and the backside of the site, Monty. Oh, nice shot. Daze able to take out a Dren. There in the backside, over the top of those spoils. And there goes Frost. He's going to go down. As that's going to be left up to TCK, Monty, Daze. Nice shot by TCK. Bomb's going to get planted here inside of that bomb site. AZK is going to be wrapping back around, but Daze shuts him down. Daze is playing extremely well here in this game. As Monty picks up one as well, and that's going to do it. 5-4 now. Let's go look at the ADR there. You can see Daze sitting at 134 ADR, 10-4 overall. So he's actually, after everything settles, all the stats settles, 119 ADR. AZK sitting at 119. So going to their default setup. Frost and Daze both again have their ops. Looks like they're probably going to be working over there towards that B bomb site side, with still watching over there towards the apartments from that bridge area. And then you're going to have Monty and TCK working the way up. That's probably Monty right there behind that doorway. We saw him do that before, and still gets taken down. Now Adrin pushing up here with that AWP, peeks out and connects. Nice. What is that? That was an impressive shot, a complete flick shot to be able to shut down Monty, as Monty decided to start to push up there. And there goes Adren taking out Dazed, and now it's going to be left up to Frost. He's going to get spammed down here, and he's taken out there by Pex. 5-5 now is the score here between Torqued and Team Dynamic. Again, Team Dynamic just always with those slow starts, it just makes such a huge impact, makes it extremely difficult for you to come out with the victory each and every time. It's definitely strenuous on playing each of these games.
Yeah, it seems like it's such an emotional ride here for both teams. You'll have one team going on, 10, 11 round streaks, and then the other team doing the same thing. So it's just like you said, it's just very strenuous mentally, because it's you have all these highs and lows. You're winning, and then suddenly you're losing really bad. So right now, TD doing a good job salvaging his half. They're going to look to pick up the rest of these rounds, though.
So there you go. You have Team Dynamic. You got Anger picking up 3 there. Finally getting taken out by Frost. But yeah, this kind of goes back to what happened on DE Tuscan. You had Team Dynamic pick up the first 2 rounds, and it seemed as if they had a good little way to run with that. And then from there, of course, that was just the pistol. And then Torqued won 13 consecutive rounds in a row. 13-2 was that first half score. And you thought, okay, well, Torqued just probably has this. And then all of a sudden, Team Dynamic answers back and tries to make it a much closer game than what it really was. And that's, again, it's just very strenuous on a player to have to play that many rounds. It's a whole different mentality. And then playing a bunch of streaky rounds opposed to having to go back and forth between the rounds. So right now, it scores 6-5. As this is more so what you can see, the game's probably going to build pretty well this way, going back and forth between these two, going round for round for the most part. TCK on his second attempt makes it into the balcony. Going to go ahead and push down, check over there towards that closet. No player has been hurt yet here for Team Dynamic, all of which have 100 HP, and Volcano also has an op to work with here to watch apartments. They have 3 ops in hand. AZK connects there into Steel. As Anger's wrapping back around here, seeing if he can spot anybody. Punched up against the wall. AZK picking up another kill. As looks like that action is happening over there towards that B bomb site. Here comes Monty to help out his teammate TCK. You can see how fast he was running into the side. Now he's going to go ahead and slide back around. AZK and Adren both have that B bomb site on lock with that AWP.
That looked a little sloppy there by Team Torque. A bunch of their players are spread around parts of the map. Maybe they were trying to run some kind of fake. But either way, just everyone dying one by one. You're not seeing any exchange kills. And that's what you want to do as terrorists. You want to bait your teammates. The first member run in there, and then the second member try to take out the other one. Not just running there one by one and getting eliminated.
Yeah.
So Team Torque here, they're looking like they're like what's happened in the first map. I'm sorry, the second map, where you allow TD to get some money built up, get some momentum built up, and then when that's happened, that's super dangerous versus defending champions.
Yeah, so you really want to trade kills whenever you're on the terror side, and that's definitely not been happening as of late here in this half. As we got a kind of a partial deagle save here coming in. Pack's able to pick up 2 with that M4. Wrapping is going to be TCK towards the backside, and Dren giving the cover fire needed. Here comes Pax, and that's going to finish off that round. The score is now 8-5. Let's go and take a look at the money currently, where we're at. You can see Dren's at 10,000, 12,000, 7,000, 9,500. You know, this right here just shows for the CT side what they've been working with, especially they haven't been dying as much either. This will be a gun round for both sides. With Volcano buying that off that one round, it kind of proved how much money they had as well, putting 3 offs in their hands. So Pex is inside the site here for the B-bomb site with the Dren. Volcano is still watching the apartments. Anger, as well as his teammate AZK. AZK is more of a floater right now. They're going to go ahead and try to push over towards the site. Great smokes blocking up that area. They're just going to go ahead and run in blind basically through that smoke. Bomb will try to get planted. It's going to be down inside of that B-bomb site. AZK picking up 1. Stuck in these back halls, battling here with Frost. Frost lofting a grenade in there. And AZK steps out of that room unscathed. As now it's going to be down to a 3-on-3. AZK in a Dren. Volcano going against Frost, Monty, and Steel. They're going to go ahead and start to be able to push here towards that B bomb site. Frost watching the back halls right now. And AZK taking down Monty. They're going for that. We heard somebody go for that diffuse. There goes Adren. It pulled him off the bomb. He's going to go slide in there.
Is he going to get it, though?
No.
No, just a little bit too long there. There's some excellent smokes here in the hallway. Anytime you have those smokes and the bombs being planted, it's a good idea to throw those smokes inside the choke point because the CTs really get lost in it. And you really don't want to run through a small little gapway like that when you have no vision. So that smoke there delayed that CT hallway player, and it just took him a little bit too long. He did get the kill, but again, it just, you know, time was not on his side, and he wasn't able to defuse in time.
So 6-8 is now the score as we head into the final round here of the first half.
Oops.
As we're going to see what happens here with, you got the AK-47s here with Torque. All 4 of them have them. They're going to go ahead and start to be able to push inside the site, trying to make something happen here. Bomb is going to get planted inside of that B-bomb site. AZK was able to pick off 1, but now it's going to be down to, AZK is actually down to 1 HP inside that site. You've got Daze who's waiting for somebody to try to flank around there towards that banana side. He needs to make something happen, though. If he doesn't regroup with his team quick enough and they get shut down inside that site, that may be an impact later on in the round. But again, we're still in this 4v4 pushing inside the site. Monty, Frost doing work there inside the bomb site, but down to a Dren. There goes Daze over there towards banana side. That still goes, lets you know where Volcano is. There goes Volcano. Back down to a one-on-one now with the Dren and TCK here inside the site. Bomb still ticking away, and TCK finishes off the round. As now the score is 8-7 here in favor of Team Dynamic, coming back into this one, making things happen. That was just a huge round, just going back and forth. Could have ended in a different format there, but Tort answers back. Team Dynamic, they were trailing in the beginning, and then they come back and they take the lead there in the first half, 8-7.
Yeah, Team Dynamic losing all those rounds in a row and then finally stringing something of themselves, and then Team Torque finally finding a weakness again in Team Dynamic, hitting that B bomb site twice in a row. They had really good execution there, good smokes, good flashes. Yep. Anticipating the spots, Pex usually plays at that back left corner, usually 85% of the time, so Torque, knowing that, they threw flashes there and anticipated him being there and just preemptively looking in that position. So either way, I think Torque is really satisfied. 7 on a tougher half like this is really good, and also TDs should be satisfied with their results as well, obviously being down so early in the half.
All right, so we're just waiting for this team to, both teams to ready up, and let's go ahead and take a look at the scoreboard real fast. And we can see what happened there throughout the first half as we kind of break things down here. The first 2 rounds, of course, went to Team Dynamic. Then all of a sudden had a really solid round coming in by by Team Dynamic, and they picked up that 3rd round. The exchange kind of came in. So they already had a 4-1 lead going into it. Then they tied up at 4-4 in round 8. But if we just look at the kill deaths overall, you got 19 and 8. 14 and 7 there for Adren, and 9 and 8 there for Volcano, and 8 and 12, 6 and 10 there across the board there. But if you look on the other side, you can see that Still was not in his typical battle with Volcano. He was more in a conflict with Adren, with Adren having an AWP, and that's where things kind of came to a standstill for Still, because he was getting picked off one by one, majority of the rounds by Adren. So then going into the rest of the round, you've got how things panned out. You had 4 rounds being picked up by Team Dynamic, which brought them forth to being leading at one point. I believe it was 8-5 at that point. And then Torque able to find that opening inside of that B bomb site and picking up the last 2 rounds, making it 8-7 overall.
Yeah. So I think, like I mentioned, I think both teams are satisfied with where they're at,
right,
considering the circumstances. And obviously, it can go either way right now. Both teams, just whoever starts strong is gonna go with it. I mean, that's just been the story of this best of 3. Whoever's winning those rounds are usually stringing them together. So Team Dynamic, our defending champions, are backs against the wall. They have 1 more half to play. If they lose this half, they're out of the tournament, and Team Torque will beat them once again. Team Torque, the only ones to have defeated Team Dynamic in an ESEA, they took the Season 9 championship away from Team Dynamic there and stopping their 5 championship streak. So Torque here, they're looking to repeat that Season 9 result. And Team Dynamic, they have to start off strong, because when they haven't, they just get absolutely destroyed. They're losing too many rounds in a row too early on. So I feel like if Team Dynamic can win this pistol, they will be able to pull off this half, because, again, this is just the series of streaks right now.
So again, this is the ESEA Season 11 LAN Finals. We are going into the second half here in just a moment with Torque going up against Team Dynamic. Currently, Team Dynamic lead at 8-7 here on this second map this 3rd map on this first best of 3. The first map went to Team Dynamic in double overtime on DE Season, and then on Tuscan, even though Torque had a 13-2 lead there in that first half on Tuscan. You had Team Dynamic, who was coming back into the action, and finally Torque was able to win it late and exhausting a lot of the energy throughout the game there for Torque, which should have just been a quick result, and therefore that, of course, based off of that first half 13-2. But that brings us to where we're at now. Again, Team Dynamic need to win this game to push it into a second best of 3. Torque, it all comes down to the second half, or they have to play another best of 3. Again, they're playing for $10,000 first place prize and $4,000 for second. And if you haven't done it yet, go and take advantage of this time and register for Season 12 here at ESEA.net. And you can register for Counter-Strike 1.6, Counter-Strike Source, and also Counter-Strike Global Offensive as well. So any of those Counter-Strike versions that you want, and also Team Fortress 2 if that's all about what you like to play. So again, 8-7 right now as we hop back into the pistol round here in this second half, as Team Dynamic is going to be on the terrorist side. Day starts things off, able to take down Adren. There goes the bomb carrier. AZK gets dropped by Still. Still picks up 3, and it's going to be left up to Volcano, down to a 1-on-5. Wow. Not even a single member from Torque gets dropped below 50 HP.
Yep, and Team Dynamic there looked like they're kind of doing the same pistol round that Torque ran, where they kind of wanted to use that middle area and then kind of figure out if they could take A or B. And then just Team Torque, they're just hitting their shots. And USPs versus Glock, usually the USP will win. So Torque there, they're taking that pistol round. And it's looking like we do have a buy here from Team Dynamic. Even though they lost first round, they're going to go ahead and take the gamble and buy deagles here. So that means they have no head armor here.
All right, so now again you've got AZK, the only person for Team Dynamic who has a Glock. The rest of his team has deagles to work with here. I got a couple MP5s, 3 MP5s that I'd note, and 1 deagle here from Frost. There's no telling what kind of weapon Still has. He can mix it up with a TMP. He's going to have an MP5 as well. So now again, the score 8-8 as they're going to start to make their move here in the second round of the second half. As TCK is inside the site, setting up for a flashbang. AZK, the bomb carrier. Looks like they're about to make their move here towards this A side here in just a moment. Anger got dropped down to 68 HP. Somewhere is some nades going on. Drin pushes inside the site. Here's the action. The call was at 33, and they're going to go ahead and push in here. As that kind of, I believe AZK, the bomb carrier, still has he has pushed out of those apartments and gets spotted by TCK. TCK now wrapping back around, trying to be able to pick up another kill. He's going to be joined there by his teammate. Still is able to pick up one. Now he's being chased by a Drin, the last man standing. Oh no, this is not the time to replace, as he tried to go for that knife kill, and Frost finishes him off with a deagle. Maybe I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and saying that Still ran out of ammo, and it wasn't just for show there. But now the score is 9-8 here in favor of Torqued here over Team Dynamic.
Yeah, I think so. He had a deagle, and he got a kill there early in the round, and then couldn't finish off that Torque player. So yeah, I think he had a decent chance for the knife.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, it was a decent chance. So here it looks like TD, they didn't get the bomb down, so they didn't get that $800 bonus that you get for planning. So they're going to full save here and invest in the next round. If they can try to get the bomb down here, that'd be the best scenario, considering they only have Glock, no head armor.
Now they're going to try to flood in here towards this A bomb site. Here comes a flashbang over the top, moving inside the site, making TCK able to pick up one. Daze did not upgrade, and so he's going to pick up 2 in the round. It's going to be left up to the 7 HP of AZK. He's got an M4 though, and he's going to try to do some damage here. Drop Monty down to 3 HP. As right now they're all just going to close down here on this area. This is probably going to be the end of AZK, but it is down to a 1-on-3 with Monty, and that's exactly what needed to happen there. Still lofted a grenade there inside the site, finishing him off. 10-8 now is the score here in favor of Torqued over Team Dynamic. Again, now they're 6 rounds away from $10,000 here for Torqued.
And interesting here, we see 2 AWPs by Team Dynamic. That probably means they're just going to run a default here. They're going to allow those oppers to try to make a play and get some entry kills.
Nice follow. Got to give you props where props are due.
Thank you, sir.
As right now you've got TCK able to shut down Anger off the start, and he wasn't even touched. So he's going to go into this battle. Basically, it's a 3-on-5 now as Frost shuts down Drin, and there's an answer back as Daze gets dropped there by AZK. Volcano just on the outside is Monty. As you can look here, you can see this nice little viewing angle there between the two. You've got Monty over there on the balcony ledge. Volcano, who is set up checking towards the backside of the site, waiting for his teammates to start to push up there. Frost is rotated over here towards the site. And looks like they're just kind of setting up here to, there goes Volcano. He's going to have to worry about Monty. Monty misses the first shot and has to go for a spray and pray. And Volcano takes him out there with the AK. Now it's going to be down to a 3-on-3. So that upper hand that they had before is not going to be panning out. Nice headshot by Frost. Something else as TCK took down Pex. It's going to be left up to AZK. The bomb is down out in that area, so he's just going to go ahead and save the weapon that he's got. I think it's an AWP from the start of the round. And so that was huge closing there. As again, it's going to be 11-8 now in favor of Torque. 5 rounds away here for Torque over Team Dynamic.
Yeah, and some really nice play there by Torque with those AWPs getting those 2 entry kills off the bat. And TD not able to exchange those kills. So Torque here, they're playing super aggressive here. They're not allowing Team Dynamic to push up. They are challenging in those long-range situations and hitting those initial shots there. So Team Dynamic, their default kind of working against them in that situation simply because Torque has ops as well.
Uh-oh, AZK starting things off by dropping Frost over there towards Banana. And that's going to allow them to have an opening there, make it look as if they're going to start to push towards that site. Tossed over a couple flashbangs, or tossed over a flash. Still is waiting here and towards this bomb site. Here they come. They're going to go ahead and make their move here towards this site. Nice little counter flash coming in here by Steele, waiting for his teammates to kind of join up with him here towards this site. But that does not mean they haven't actually stepped in towards the actual site as of yet. They're going to be a flank coming back around. Steele's going to get taken down there by Adren. Monty moves in through the smoke. Now he's going to fall back. And Volcano's now watching the back halls. Bomb down inside the B bomb site. It's going to be down to a 4-on-2 as TCK got taken out there. So it's going to be left to be Dazed and Monty. Dazed checking the backside of the site. Misses that shot, and that's going to be enough for him to kind of fall back there. Monty, though, still applying pressure as he's taking out Volcano. So Dazed is going to come back over here, and he headshots AZK down to a 2-on-1 now with Anger. Bomb still ticking away here as he gives away his position. They still have enough time. They need to make something happen. And look at this.
That's going to be close.
And Daze is going to not get the defuse and taken out there and looked like they had a chance. Anger delayed them long enough. And so now the score is going to be 11-9, still in favor of Torque. That was huge. If they just kind of pushed in there trying to make things happen. But again, you got to remember, Daze missed his shot and he realized there's a 2v4 and started to fall back down towards Banana. Then Monty took out Volcano, and then Daze decided to come back and join into the action.
Yeah.
And so that kind of delayed them a little bit on trying to retake that bomb site, which may have been that sliver on the bomb timer that was needed. As again, now the score is 11-9. Pex opening things up, taking down Still inside of B.
Yeah, and in those type of situations, you got to be on the same page. If one of your members is going to go for it, you should go for it. If he says fall back, then fall back. And just that slight, even millisecond, couple milliseconds there, made the difference there, obviously, on the defuse. So, valiant effort by Torque, though, on a 2-on-4 situation. They almost stole that round.
As right now it's going to be down to a 2-on-5. You've got Frost now all by himself. He's got a deagle in hand. He got hit as he's trying to move back over here towards this B bomb site and shut down by Pex. And we've got a good game going on here. It's 11-10 right now is the score. As it's going to be down to, let's see what happens here for this round. It's going to be looking at it. Team Dynamic got one deagle there. But over on the other side where it really matters for Torque, they do have a full weaponry here. And so they're going to go ahead and we'll see a gun round between these two here in the 22nd round of the third map. All right. So now we've got Anger, who's kind of taking the same position that Monty was in before, over by that doorway, over by apartments. Bomb carrier Volcano kind of playing the same role as Steel did in the previous go-around on the terrorist side. As you can see, Steel inside of this B-bomb site. He's going to have to go ahead and fall back. Pex got dropped down to 75 HP. You can see how Steel is set up for the this counter flash as they decide to start to push in here. Smoke's right there. He's going to spot one. Still taking down Peck, still on the backside of the site. Pushes out, able to take down another. He's down to 44 HP. Anger is still pushing inside that side as well. Still is doing a great job of holding his own, but he's going to get taken down by Anger. And an exchange between the two is going to be down to a 2-on-3 as Frost has moved up inside the site now and just kind of timing out these flashbangs. And he's going to get taken down by Adrin. It's going to be down to a 2-on-2. Dazed in TCK as it looks like the bomb carrier Adrin has made his way inside the site. And look out, TCK. Right around the corner is going to be AZK, and that's going to do it. They pick up the round. We are all tied up at 11 here with Team Dynamic and Torqued.
And that was a horrible peek over here by that Torque player. It was a 3-on-2 situation. He had an AWP. There was only 12 seconds left. He could have just held this angle that he was holding all around, and for some reason he decided to peek this angle, gave the terrorist a shot, and he hit it, and then leaving his teammates in CT spawn here. So all he had to do was just hold his position, play passive. There's no reason to be aggressive. There's only 12 seconds left. And Team Torque there, just a huge mental mistake there that could have been a round that they could have secured, and then applied even more pressure on TD, and now TD has tied up the game here. So it's now Torque's on the save. So it's, I mean, it's just, you know, a huge mistake there by that Torque player. I think he just, you know, he got a little bit too greedy and anxious, and it's just.
Well, especially you're in a 3v2 as well, and you have your teammates that are rotating at the same token, and you know that that crossover is going to be watched by his teammates, even if it's smoked up, as TZK gets naded inside of mid. But he did exchange there with Pex. That was Dazed who actually took out Pex. All right, so again, the score all tied up at 11. All four members of Team Dynamic heading over here towards this bomb site, and again, still set up here for another counter flash as soon as they start to move in, but they're not going to loft in anything here. They're going to go and push inside the site. Nice little flashbang, still going to get taken out though. Monty exchanges there with Adren. Volcano answers back, and now they're going to go ahead and start to rotate over here towards this bomb site, and there goes another member of another member there for Torque being Dazed. And now Frost, if he can hold this spot in here, he might be able to get some type of ninja defuse if he doesn't try to go for the kill here. He does have a kit. And looks like he's going in. He's able to take out one. Down to a 1-on-2. Gave away his position. He's going to try to draw in the gunfire there. AZK finishes him off there with that op. And now it's 12-11. And Team Dynamic have taken the lead here over Torque.
You can see there that's, you know, this is the finals of streaks here. You know, you'll have one team winning a streak and then the other team responding back. It's not that back and forth that we kind of usually see amongst these top teams. It just feels like, you know, once one team starts to get going, they just keep carrying it on.
Very streaky gameplay. Especially, I mean, even whenever I was watching the 1.6 lower bracket, games were extremely streaky as well, and that's just an interesting attribute to go into playoffs, not only in just one game type but another. But right now the score is 12-11 in favor of Team Dynamic. Again, Torqued, if they win this, it's over. They go into another. They win $10,000. If Team Dynamic wins, they go into another best of 3. All right, so again, Pex. So we just kind of look around here, figure out exactly where each of these players are at. Volcano's about to run into some gunfire there. And he's going to get taken out by Monty. And the action's really happening over there towards that B bomb site. Still's going to have to hold his own over here as he spots one. 3 go down there for Torqued. Still connects there with that HE grenade. And now he's going to have to hold his own here inside that B bomb site. Frost with a nice shot. They may have kind of rotated back around. They're going over towards the A side. It's going to be left up to Frost and still AZK and Anger. And looks like they will get that bomb down on the other bomb site. Oh, no, didn't get planted in time. 12-12 is now going to be the score. They tried something fancy. They tried to run all the way towards the other side. And now again, the score is all tied up at 12.
That's very unfortunate. That's half a footstep there that just cost them the round. Potentially $10,000 here in the final. So it's just really unfortunate there by T. They made the right call falling back, and maybe they just, you know, just a millisecond too slow there. So very, very fortunate for Team Torque since they were so out of position.
Right. That could have been a complete different scenario there. All right, so you've got AZK taking down Frost now. Nice shot there by Anger. It's now going to be down. Oh, another one by Anger, picking up 2 inside of the apartment. And so now Dazed and Monty pushing in. So right now, Dazed able to pick up 2 now, kind of trying to even things back up, but still down to a 3-on-2. Now it's going to be down to a 2-on-2. Dazed and Monty going up against AZK and Pax as they regroup here inside of Banana. They're going to work back over here towards that B bomb site. Monty now, he's going to be going on the flank here. The bomb will get planted here inside of this bomb site. Again, Dazed and Monty, the last 2 alive here, going up against AZK and Pax. Monty pushing up here towards Banana. He's got an AK in hand, both AKs. One off there for AZK in this battle. Both of them are heading over here towards Banana. AZK going to be watching the footsteps. Misses that op shot. He's going to try again. Misses again. But Pex helps out, able to take down Dazed. And there goes AZK and Monty. And now the score is 13-12 here in favor of Team Dynamic.
Good try there by Team Torque, that 2-on-5. And also another good patience there by Anger by holding his position in the default, watching for a push, just staying patient there, and letting the teammate, or letting the enemy walk into his crosshair. So it does look like Team Torque is going to save here. They've got a couple deagles and flashes. Team Dynamic, if they play this smart, once they figure out they save, they just need to regroup together as a team and hit a bomb site together. So right now, Team Dynamic, again, they're just running their basic default where they just kind of hold the map, they watch for a push, and they're just going to take things slow and control the pace right now.
So right now it seems as if they're going to be waiting. You got Torque who's going to be on a save here. They're saving to win, to try to buy for the next round. You got 2 who are pushing up here towards Banana. Going inside the site, got one over there towards the backside of the site. As you can see, Steel goes down. They're all going to be flooding in here towards this bomb site. As now Pax, as looks like right now they're just kind of exchanging, but this deagle save, they've been able to only taken out 1 at this point. As now it's going to be down to a 3-on-4. Bomb still ticking away there. I believe they got the exits covered. And even though they had the exits covered, doesn't mean anything because, well, TCK will be able to save on to this AK. 14-12 is going to be the score now. Here with Team Dynamic against Torque.
And Team Dynamic here, they're on the tie point. If they win this round, they secure the tie. Again, Team Dynamic, the defending champions, fighting for their tournament life here and for that $10,000 cash prize here in Dallas, Texas.
Let's go ahead and see what happens here. This is a gun round here for Torque. So you got Frost who's set up over here instead of Steel. Monty inside of the library or kitchen. They got Steel who's over in the back halls. They're stacking this B side. going to go ahead and start to be able to push here towards this bomb site. TCK has spotted one. Pex has made his way all the way into the site. They need to be able to worry about. They've got 2 battles going on at the exact same time. Pex is down to 15 HP. Volcano's the bomb carrier. They're going to be heading over here towards this B side, and there goes Steel, able to take down Anger as AZK chimes in, able to take out one. Adren also. And now it's going to be down to a 3-on-2. And so now we've got Frost, TCK going up against AZK and Adren. Moving in here towards this side. AZK able to pick up one. He's down to 2 HP. Oh, look at that. Team Dynamic. As they're now game point to be able to push this into a second best of 3.
Yeah, and AZK there even goes to show with 2 HP. You still make an impact there, and a huge 2 kills there, securing the tie. AZK with an excellent round with 4 kills at half of that round.
All right, so it was at one point. We had Torque, who had a great lead. And Team Dynamic making this one interesting. And now they've got game point to be able to take this first best of 3. And Adren taking out Dazed. So let's see if they can continue with what they've got, the path that they've been on so far. So right now, Adren falling back. Not a single member from Team Dynamic have been touched as of yet. AZK taking down Steel. And again, no members have been hit yet until just now with TCK headshotting Adren. And so now it's going to be left up to Monty. TCK here in this 2v4. As Monty's starting to commit over here towards this B bomb site. He's going to go and push up there, and he runs into Volcano. And now it's going to be left up to TCK 1-on-4. He's just going to play aggressive, and that's going to do it right there. 16-12 is going to be your score. So everything has been reset. We're going into another best of 3.
Yeah, TD has done it. It looked really bad for them. It looked like Team Torque was going to run away with it. They had the lead there at one point. And Team Dynamic coming up clutch, winning some huge rounds there, and fighting back from lower bracket. And again, now it's evened up now. Now it's just one best of 3 series here. So it's been even now. Team Dynamic, you know, they fought through the overtimes in the first map. They took that. And then finally taking this third map. But we're going to take a short break here. And then we'll be back with the second best of 3 in the grand finals.